All right, everybody.
Hello there.
Debated. No, the game was open, but I had to.
Look who's here.
I closed it. Had to reconnect my mouse. That's what you heard. It was charging. All right. We're in. Like Flynn. I got my blunt up. Smoked a lot of blunts, so our blunt skill is now up a little bit, but not quite 100. So 87 blunt. It's 95 marksman and 99 mercantile left to get to 100 and everything. Charge it to your enemy. Alright. So today, let's have to wait 2 weeks for that. You got it. Yeah, you got it. Let's go see what this mysterious prophet in Anvil has to say. We've seen the dialogue options all game long. I'm sure this guy has something important to say. Let's find out.
Hear me, O people of Cyrodiil. Will no one take up this holy crusade? Will no one walk the ancient pilgrim's way? Is there no one who would stand for the Nine? I am Cyrodiil come, he said, old Riemann, born from the earth that is Alesh, and yet he would scorn this country now. Repent, I say, repent! Cut 8 wise he was, Pelinal the Blamer, champion of men, and though dispersed, he left us a warning. Heed it!
Bandit.
The 8 and 1 require a champion, a divine crusader reborn. Umaril is returned, as was foretold by the head of Pelinal, to the Bull of Kine in those days of old Cyrodiil. The blood of the Bella's slaughtered acolytes cries out for vengeance! Vengeance! Who will take up this holy crusade?
Dutch, I ain't doing one last
memory,
goddamn train robbery.
Where is your divine crusader?
Just so
In
we
these
can be
latter days of petty
eating
strife
mangoes in
and
Tahiti.
lesser men. Look well upon this chapel of the Bella. Look at the faces of the dead. Has returned, and the Nine need a champion. Oh my! To what do I owe this honor? I am but a humble prophet. What business do you have with me?
Who's Umaril?
He is the enemy of all who walk free on Tamriel today. A survivor of the ancient race of alien slave masters who once ruled Cyrodiil.
Can I do it like
He
this?
was
The
struck down by Pelinal, but by his art,
Anti-COVID
Umaril had
max?
bound himself to the realm of his mistress, the Daedra Lord Meridia.
Ooh.
So he was not slain, but simply cast adrift upon the waters of Oblivion. Now he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods who helped bring about his downfall so many ages ago.
Look, my beard is gone. I just have a mustache. This is the 8 and 1.
Once there were 8 divines. Then Tiber Septim became Talos.
Plata
The 8
o plomo.
became 9. I followed the old way of honoring the 8 while also giving due to Talos, the one who
Whoa.
ascended.
The old way.
This is only the beginning. Umaril has returned, as foretold by Pelinal Whitestrake in his dying breath.
Have we dealt with Umaril before? Isn't that something from Daggerfall?
Umaril the Unfeathered, the sorcerer king of the aliens, who ruled over this land for long ages before the rise of men. He was cast
Maybe not.
down by Pelinal Whitestrake, but Umarul's spirit survived. And now he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods.
Who's maybe I'm remembering the name Umaril because I've done this quest before. Who's Pelinal Whitestrake?
Does no one remember the old tales? Saint Pelinal, the divine crusader of legend, Alicia's companion when she overthrew the rule of the Aelids 3,000 years ago. Pelinal, with the aid of the gods, fought the Aelid sorcerer King Umaril and slew him. But Umarul's spirit survived, and he has now returned.
Just tell me who attacked the chapel.
Do you understand nothing? The blood speaks. I can read the ancient runes if you cannot. As uibala, umarale el nada rakuva. In the Aeliad tongue, by the eternal power of Umaril, the mortal gods shall be cast down. A curse upon Umaril's ancient foes, and a threat.
How do we stop him?
Alas, Umaril cannot be stopped. Not without the aid of the gods, not without the Crusaders' relics. Without a champion, the gods are powerless to act. But who among us is worthy to wield the divine Crusaders' weaponry?
I'm a god.
I'll quest for the relics, no problem.
You would quest for the holy panoply of Pelinal Whitestrake? The legendary relics that have been sought by mighty warriors throughout the ages? Are you a worthy knight?
Yes, I am a worthy knight. Yes, I am the hero of Kvatch. Yes, I am the champion of Cyrodiil. Yes, I am the fighter's guildmaster. Yes, I am the archmage. No, I serve Sithis. Not unless the Grey Fox is a knight. No, I have no claim to fame. Which one should we pick? Should we say we serve Sithis? Sithis. The Grey Fox. By the 9 Divines. We got one. Oh, I think we have to pick. I think we have to pick something other than Worthy Knight and Claim to Fame. Let's pick Grey Fox then. Not unless the Grey Fox is a knight.
An honest thief? I'll leave it to the priests of Zenithar to debate that paradox with you.
How can I find the relics?
The gods grant insight to those they deem worthy. Why and how they act is not predictable. What I can tell you is that, traditionally, knights who wish to quest for the relics would walk the pilgrim's way. Travel to the way shrines of the 9 Divines. Pray to each of the gods in turn, and ask their favor upon your quest. If the gods deem you worthy, you will be granted a sign. Go forth with the 9's blessings.
With the 9's blessings.
He was defeated, but not destroyed by Pelinal the Crusader. Now he has returned to seek vengeance against the gods.
Gods.
Aye, boys, it's about blood now.
Wielding the holy relics of the divine Crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril.
Well, I say that you have strayed from your own too long.
Walking the pilgrim's way is a traditional way to cleanse yourself before the gods. Follow the map I gave you. Visit the way shrines of the 9. Pray and wait for a sign.
Sure. What about the Crusaders? What
The
relics?
weapons and armor of Pelinal Whitestrake, Alicia's comrade, granted to him by the Eight Divines. He went alone into the White Gold Tower, challenged the Ayleid sorcerer King Umaril to single combat, and slew him. Alas, Umaril was not truly slain, but only cast beyond the bounds of Nirn. And now he has returned to wreak his vengeance upon the gods, as was prophesied by Pelinal himself with his dying breath. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the Divine Crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril. But alas for Tamriel, the Crusader's relics have been lost for many an age. Who now can succeed in the quest for the relics, where the greatest knights of legend all failed?
If you had 3 people redeem the Cyrus speech,
Guide your steps.
I'll do that for you.
Look well upon this chapel of Debella.
Oh, I thought he was about to T-pose.
Look at the faces of the
Point
dead.
for the infant.
This is your... I wouldn't go in there unless you have a strong stomach. We have orders to leave everything just the way it was until the investigation into the chapel attack is finished.
I think it takes 3 separate people, Terry.
Everyone's talking about the victory over Mehrunes Dagon. I can hardly believe that the great Oblivion crisis is over.
Oh, I think it's restricted to 1 per day.
He preaches most of the day across the street from the chapel. I used to think he was crazy, but now he seems to be making some kind of sense. I hope that doesn't mean I'm going crazy now.
Unless I did restrict it to 1 per day.
It's baffling. How anyone could have gotten in and out of there without being seen by our patrols is beyond me. Maybe that prophet is right. Some kind of unholy doom visited upon us.
Okay.
Bye.
Alright. That's a rip.
Bye-bye!
Do 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 do. Yes. But they also need to redeem one oops too many oranges. Sanctified Ancient Spectre. Doesn't have to be right away if you can convince somebody else to come into chat and do it too.
You've got the hands of a smith.
So we need the Cyrus emote, 7, and then 1 oops too many oranges. Spoken to the prophet, must first do a pilgrimage. Okay. Blessings of Stendar upon ye. The RK. North of the road here. Oh no, did I make the Cyrus a sub emote or something? Ah, there you go. Okay. Way Shrine of Arche. Mara, a little bit near Skingrad. Right? Skingrad or Kvatch? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Skingrad. Anvil, Kvatch, Skingrad. Approximately there.
We got off the sea sucker!
Prayed at the Way Shrine of Arche. And Dibella south of Coral. Yes, please, Terry. You find the music. I finish the... We're going to add a requirement onto our pilgrimage here. Once we finish the pilgrimage, we act out the Cyrus speech. That will allow us to find the Crusaders' relics and become a worthy knight. There it is. Got Dibella. Go to Akatosh, south of Bruma. Some I can discover over here. Equip this. Toadstool Hollow. Seeing any way shrines around here? Oh, there it is.
Ha! Oh!
Right at the way shrine of Akatosh. Julianos, southeast of the Imperial City. Good citizens of the Empire. Right there. I think I've even prayed at this one before.
Ah! Ha! Ah! Oh!
Uh-oh. I was about to die. Ignoring my health. Here. Thank you. Oh, some Imperial Legion horse out here. Is this a bandit out here? Fear for the safety of the guard. My fist will bandit your face. And then look at the map. Oh, it's actually north of the road. More like over there. We have this, but this is not the way shrine. Stay on the road. What? Red Dead Redemption? With John Marston? I'm your Huckleberry. How'd you get that going? You probably just obviously had your copy laying around, right? Damn you, John Marston. North of the... Ebony Basin. Yeah, it's about here. You father mucker. Can't believe you still have your 360 ready to rock.
Oh.
Oh. Way shrine around here somewhere. Red Dead 1? No. People were hoping for a remaster or something. I mean, technically it came out on PS2, I think, right? If you have your PS2, you can still play it. I do still have a PlayStation 2, but I don't have a copy of the game. I bet you it's expensive. Actually, no, wait. I think we do have a copy of the game. That'd be fun. Oh, was it just 360? Shoot. Okay, so Julian's gonna wrath me of Talos, Zenithar, and Stendar. Talos, about here. Just let this tiger kill themselves while I look it up. Can you play Red Dead Redemption 1 on PS4? It is not possible to play the PlayStation 3 disc on the PS4 or 5. Red Dead Redemption is available via Sony's PlayStation Now streaming platform. Yeah, there is a PS4 version, according to this quick Google search. These nerds. This is why video games appeal to the male fantasy. Ever wanted to be an orange high elf punching a lion to death? Now you can. Fisting? You ever wanted to fist mountain pussy? There you go. Good lord. Oh, we're back at the Grove. In the house. Doodle doodle doo. Take take a closer look at the map. We might be a little off. Need to be closer. Maybe closer there. South of the Grove. Have a lot of money, earn experience, get well compensated by your work, get well rested.
Show me what you want.
I'm like, where did that go? Where's Lathan? And Sir Roderick.
You'll never take me down.
Never take me down.
This
Can they
is
do
the
it?
part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Ah! Yeah! Won't you die? Do your worst.
You do realize I've been holding back.
Holding back.
Make the fire.
Sir Roderick's in trouble. Oh, he's unconscious.
This ends here. This ends here.
Oh! You see him just backhand that bear across the forest?
You pathetic worm! Well met, traveler. Have you heard the call of the prophet? Do you walk the pilgrim's way?
Yes, I seek the 9 way shrines.
As do I. Perhaps we can share the road, as long as our paths lie together. I have taken up the prophet's call to defend the faith. Only a true knight, wielding the Crusader's relics, can stop the evil that now threatens us.
Share the load.
I walk the pilgrim's way, as did the questing knights of old. I would be glad of your company on the road, if your way lies with mine. You have heard him. Like me, you know he speaks the truth. If the 9 will it, I will be the one to recover the Crusader's relics. Or perhaps that honor will fall to you.
Yeah, I got a lot of relics here. There's all this Daedric armor.
The blessings of the 9 upon your quest. Perhaps our paths will cross again.
What a nice guy.
I am Lathan, squire to Sir Roderick of Wayrest. We are on a holy quest for the Crusader's relics.
Oh, they're from Wayrest.
Surely you've heard the stories of the
Good
quest
day.
for the Crusader's relics. Only a true knight can find them, or even wield them. Sir Roderick will surely succeed, if anyone can.
They say that Akatosh appeared and killed Mehrunes Dagon, right in the middle of the Temple of the One. Do you believe it?
Yeah, I was there.
Sir Roderick is a famous knight of Wayrest in High Rock. He is too modest to tell you himself, but he was a hero of the War of the Vendramok.
Didn't Wayrest lose that war?
Well, yes. But Sir Roderick won many battles all the same. I'm sure if we had had more knights like him, we would have beaten the Nords.
Okay.
Farewell.
Farewell.
You're beaten.
You're beaten. Ah, there it is. Then we have another cave we can discover over here. Praise Talos. Zenithar, just north of Breville. Curse of the Troll from Might and Magic 9. There you are. Okay. She's like that first lady from early in the game, right? Way Shrine. Look at you. Jumping to the fact that I don't remember when I remembered exactly who that character was. Sir Roderick is unconscious again for some reason. But not how she says it. I mean, I said it just like she says it. She goes, "Hey, there you are." I think that's exactly how it goes. Rejoice! You've completed the pilgrimage of the 9 way shrines, and your sins have been washed clean. Da 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 da! Infamy 0. All of our times in jail, all of our items stolen, all of our assaults are nearly 30,000 assaults on, what is it, Jedamza? Washed clean by praying at a couple shrines. We now have 0 infamy. I think with this much fame, speechcraft, and personality, as well as the fame, I believe... I believe everyone's disposition is going to almost default to max. I've completed my pilgrimage to the way shrines of the divines. I should pray and wait for a vision to guide me on my quest for the Crusaders' relics.
Hail, knight! You seek my relics with a worthy heart.
Oh. You have a preference on which race as this?
Or perhaps you have entered my dream, and I still sleep. I think others have sometimes spoken to me. Others like you, but my memory is
Look at this guy. He's packing heat down there. You see
perhaps
that?
the others came after you.
He's bulging.
Your need must be great for the gods.
Hard to hear. Speak up. It's loud up here with all the wind.
Speak. As Umaru the accursed found a way back, the foulest of a foul race, 1,000 curses upon his unholy
Help.
name. I thought I'd won, but I should have known. The slave masters are a cunning breed. Umaril found a way to cheat death as I could not. If you would seek for my relics, I know little that can help you. All that has passed since my death is like mist that my mind cannot take hold of. My friends built a shrine upon the site of my death, where the elves tormented me in a final act of revenge. I can show you where it once stood. Perhaps it is there still. Fare thee well, Sir Knight. May the gods grant you to destroy
Except for the water, this is a pretty good view. Upon completing my pilgrimage to the Way Shrines, I received a vision from the Divine Crusader, Pelinal Whitestrake. He revealed the location of his lost shrine, which is where I should begin my quest for the relics of the Crusader. Where? I can't even see it. Oh. But before we do that, we must offer a prayer to our Lord and Savior, the hero Cyrus of Stros Mackay. which is the game's probably going to crash anyway, so I'm just going to exit right now. Let's see here. Let me pull this up. Okay. Oh. All right. We're time coded. We're ready. The oranges have been paid. Let's see if we can do this. All right. Is this how you will honor your prince, then? Cautious I've thought you, Basil, but never before a coward. We all have waited for the prince's return. Now that he has returned, you walk away. The form is different, true, but the spirit is here, and isn't his spirit the truest part of him? The music, this music is longer. Oh, here it goes. Did it occur to you that maybe he chose this shape and symbol as the sign of his intentions? Aye, perhaps that soul in hated delay stared helpless in a jewel, while his men hid and shirked their duties. His duty! Perhaps that soul formed itself into this, and by no mistake comes to you now, in no more fine and final form as this. A sword. You say you cannot follow a sword? Well, I say you have strayed from your own too long! Why are you here but to fight? Your prince has shown you the manner of this purest metal, aye, and metal itself, and this true, unerring razor's message is clear beyond words, but now's not the time for words, but for brave hands, bright swords, and blood. Aye, boys, it's about blood now. Too long frozen in your veins, and you'd rather yourself be rigid than follow me. Well, if you won't, then shamefully know that your prince will, for his blood be solid too, but strained in steel and tempered in death. Arise alike as he, as swords as we are crowns alike as he. The prince is dead. Long live the prince! Oh, I mean my... You know, the least weak part, or I guess least weak, the strongest part of Redguard might have been the music. I really like the music. Fix the cam with the second smash, yeah. Oh. Tomb is underwater. I think there'd be some liches. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad I could give that to you. Ow. Ooh, skeleton champion. The Shrine of the Crusader. Knights of the Nine Shield. Sir Emil. I found the body of Sir Emil, who appears to have perished centuries ago while questing for the Shrine of the Crusader. Perhaps I can find some clues on his body that will help my own quest for the Crusader's relics. That will help my own quest for the Crusader's relics turn out better than his. Sir Emil was a member of the Knights of the Nine, a holy order devoted to recovering the relics of the Crusader. Through reading his journal, I've learned the location of their former headquarters, the Priory of the Nine, in the West Weald. Oh, I've already found that too. No, actually, it was on earlier. Oh. That bolt came undone. Alright, once I have recovered the helm from the Shrine of the Crusader, I should proceed to the Old Priory. But now's not the time for words. Helm of the Crusader is located in Pelinal's Shrine. Fine steel longsword. Oh. I recovered the Helm of the Crusader, the first piece of the Crusader's relics. Do, do, do. Skellorton. Door to the Lost Catacombs. Arise alike as he, as swords as we are crowns alike as he. What does the Helm of the Crusader do for me? What if I restoration and personality? 25 points, holy moly. We're back over here. Can't move.
Wrong move.
Wrong move. After the soul. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Sir Emil's key. Wrong move. Do 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 do
Ah!
do 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 do. Wrong groove. Harry, at this point, the hero of Kabach is a god. How can you kill a god? Nothing can touch me, and I can kill everything I want with almost a single touch.
I'm a god. How can you kill a god?
So, I'm actually sparing them a lifetime of torment. It's kind of like how the gods don't interfere with mortal matters usually. It's like if you saw an ant crawling around outside, you might smash it, you might not. It's really up to you, and that's kind of how I feel with enemies in this game at this point. Sometimes you'll see an enemy and be like, yeah, I'm gonna smite them. But otherwise, most people get left alone. Would have saved their souls with killing them. Well, they shouldn't have gotten themselves undead in the first place. Ooh, the male Bosmer is a good choice. In fact, when you requested that, I was thinking that either that or male Imperial are probably the best ones. It's so like flourished. By the Nine Divines, assault! Assault! Okay, no worries.
What is it?
What's new with you?
You wear the shadows well, fellow thief. I can't get over the dragon statue in the temple ruins. Tell me again how you and Martin defeated Mehrunes Dagon. Everyone wants to know what really happened in the temple. What happened to Martin?
You crazy bitch!
Was the fiery dragon really Akatosh?
Akatosh.
I've
Shadow.
heard that.
Just need to get out of combat, por favor. I guess since I'm here at my house, though, I can dump some items. Oh, this pirate finally made it back here. Gonna fight, what is it, Severitus Quintilius? Servatius Quintilius.
I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
This
That's
pirate
the best you can do?
has been stalking the Imperial City for, years at this point.
For the...
Oh,
This is
Die,
the part
cur.
where you fall down and bleed.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
That's the best you can do.
I'm on your side.
What a battle, eh? I thought we were all goners until I saw that fiery dragon in the sky. The Daedra did a lot of damage, but we'll rebuild. Before you know it, the city will be as good as new. Better, maybe, now that we've got the dragon to watch over us.
Oh.
Everyone's talking about the victory over Mehrunes Dagon. I can hardly believe that the great
Good
Oblivion
that you
crisis
want to get
is
good.
over. Move along.
Look, it looks like he stabbed himself with his own sword. Skeer. There you go. He looks so peaceful. He's sleeping.
A sword.
Good that you want to get good. At the Priory of the Nine, we found looks suspiciously a lot like Wayne Priory. Through faith, my afflictions are banished. No, they would never do anything like that. Here, let's see. Let's actually read the journal. It's a longin'. This journal is a record of my failure. My failure. In the immediate sense, this is no doubt obvious. If you are reading this, you are probably standing over my body, slain in the depths of the shrine of the Crusader. Perhaps the gods granted me the gift of at least glimpsing the Holy Helm before I died, undeserving though I am. I must believe that you are indeed a holy knight, following in my footsteps in quest of the Crusader's relics. It is up to you, Sir Knight of my hopes, that I direct these words. May the account of my failures help you avoid my fate. Know that my failures encompass far more than my own death, which is of little account at the end of a long life. The high ideals of the Knights of the Nine, of service to the gods rather than men, of dedication to a higher purpose, these are my failures, as I shall record here. As I write this, the scratching of my pen, the only sound in the empty priory, I am preparing to embark on my last quest, for the helm of the Crusader. I know that my chance of success is small. I am too old for such a task. This quest should have been taken up by the next generation of Knights of the Nine, while Sir Caius and Sir Beric and the rest of us stayed behind and spun tales of our days of glory. Alas, there is no next generation. Sir Beric is my embittered enemy, and the rest of my old companions are all dead. There is only me, the last stubborn knight of a failed order. For many years I blamed Sir Beric for the disillusion of the Order, but in my old age I have finally come to recognize my own part in these tragic events. I now believe that the seeds of our destruction were sown early, although the fruit did not ripen until late. Even in the first heady days, questing for the cuirass with Sir Caius and Sir Torolf, I set the pattern of personal glory. The cuirass was mine, and although it resided in the priory, I wore it into battle, and accepted the acclaim of my fellows and the people for its recovery. And so it went. The sword and greaves recovered by Sir Beric became his personal arms, and the gauntlets to Sir Casimir. Why not? Should the holy weapons lie idle while there is evil to be vanquished? And who more fitting to carry them than the knight who had proved himself worthy by their recovery? So we told ourselves. So I told myself. But all that followed flowed from this. When Sir Beric wanted to take his relics with him...
Will I say that you have strayed from your own too long?
When Sir Beric wanted to take his relics with him to the war, who was I to forbid him? I, who had jealously considered the cuirass my own and none others. Sir Beric was wrong, but I was wrong first, and the blame for the dispute over the relics falls first on me, the leader and founder of the Knights, who should have set a higher example, but was instead first to claim a relic for my own. Sir Beric's later actions I will leave for others to judge, but let it be known that I do not blame him for the disillusion of the Knights. If he would speak to me, I would tell him so myself. He and I are now all that's left of the original Knights. The others are all dead, and I have dedicated myself to recovering their bodies and interring them in the Priory Undercroft. It is as is fitting for such holy warriors. Alas, they did not have the leader that they deserved. Now it is time for me to depart on my quest for the helm. If you would follow in my footsteps, Sir Knight, know that the Priory basement, at least, will remain inviolate. I have sealed the stairs, and only my ring will now open it. My brother knights will sleep in peace in company with the cuirass, the only relic that remains in the Order's keeping. I say that although the Order is officially dissolved, hoping and believing that the Knights of the Nine will one day be reborn. Perhaps you are the one to restore the Order. If so, go to the Priory in the Westweald, use my ring to enter the vaults beneath the Priory House. There you will find the cuirass and claim it for your own if you are a true knight. May the Nine guard and guide you. Farewell. Sir Amiel, Priory of the Nine, the Westweald, County Skingrad. Year 153 of the Septim Era. Sir Emil's ring fits perfectly into the diamond-shaped opening on the floor. Oh. That is amazing, huh? Mods! Mod check! Ooh. I wish we could have taken his body back here. Tomb of Sir Ralvas.
By the strength and guidance of the Nine, who comes before us upon this sacred ground, seeking the cuirass of the Divine Crusader? Step forward, adventurer, and face us each in honorable combat. For the vows we fail to revere in life, we shall uphold in death. No unworthy soul shall lay hands upon this sacred artifact without the leave of the Knights of the Nine.
Both are 100. But light armor is a major skill. I don't think that matters. And I'm wearing a mix of both. The helmet is heavy armor. So maybe it defaults to heavy. You guys think I should sacrifice their souls to Mehrunes Dagon? Well, it worked.
You are defeated. Sir Casimir, step forward.
Oh, I hit him with the paralysis. Oh, these are, can't actually soul trap these guys. You need a black soul gem. Oh, the stream save cut him off. I think they'll die just fine to our, my guy betrayed me.
Sir Ralvas, you have fallen. Step back.
Stupid stream save keeps cutting off our voice lines here.
have overcome half of us, and yet you remain standing. Perhaps Sir Caius shall test your true mettle.
Oh my god. That thunderbolt was powerful.
You show a fury of faith that I have not seen in centuries, but now you face Sir Junkin.
Sir Junkin? Isn't that one of the... Isn't that a BTS guy? Junkin?
You have lost, Sir Junkin. Sir Torolf, show the challenger the ferocity of the North. Yeah.
So fierce.
You have stood against the Knights of the Nine and lived. However, the final test is upon you. Ready yourself, Sir Knight, and face me!
All hail me.
Sir Knight, in 300 years, none have stood against us and lived. Step forward and claim what is yours by right. May your faith be true.
I've defeated the ghostly guardians of the Cuirass of the Crusader. I can now claim it for my own. I've recovered the Cuirass of the Crusader. I should talk to the ghosts of the former Knights of the Nine to see if they can aid me in my quest for the remaining relics. After I just kicked their patooties. Fortify restoration, resist normal weapons, fortify health. The queer ass.
By the Nine, I've not seen such strength. Could you be... No, you cannot. You are simply a noble knight.
Simply a noble knight. Where is Sir Beric?
One of the mightiest knights of my day. It was a great boost to the Order's prestige when he joined.
Okay, we need to... Look, the voice volume's at max. Let's cut the music volume down a little bit.
Unfortunately, he and I did not see eye to eye on certain matters. He left the Order during the War of the Red Diamond and never returned.
By the Knights of the Divine.
The original Order of the Nine was founded with the intention of safekeeping the Crusaders' relics. In life, we failed at this task. In death, we seek to preserve what little we accomplished while we wait for one to come and finish what we began.
Okay.
You completed the quest that I could not. I'm glad that my death at least served to lead you here, as I had hoped. May your sword strike true.
I know where you may find the gauntlets of the Crusader. for I was the one who lost them. Though many know where they are still lost. I believe there is something you must do in order to retrieve them. Would you listen to my tale and learn of the gauntlet's fate?
Yes, Sir Cyrus.
When the Order fractured, I followed Sir Beric into war, taking the gauntlets with me. When it was over, I returned to Cyrodiil. I attempted to return to the service of the Nine, but the war had changed me. I no longer had sympathy for the weak or pity for the suffering. In the brief time I was there, I did more to hurt the chapel than help it. It was there that I was cursed.
Cursed? What do you mean?
A beggar who came to the chapel each day for help tried my patience one too many times. I lost my temper and struck him.
Oh.
My blow landed harder than I had intended, and he fell to the floor dead, killed in the very chapel of the God of Mercy.
Damn, dude.
I left the chapel at once, of course, but the damage was done. I was weak, constantly weary, and lacked the energy to do almost anything.
What about the gauntlets?
Ah, yes. As proof of the deed, when I struck the poor man, the gauntlets slipped right off my hands and fell to the floor. Heavy as stone, they would not move. None could lift them. I suspect they lie there still, in Coral's chapel. You must prove to Stendar you are worthy to lift the gauntlets once more. Seek out the priests in Coral. Perhaps they can help you. It was placed on me for defying the teachings of Stendar in his very chapel. My entire lineage was ruined by this curse. Whether it is connected to the fate of the gauntlets, I do not know.
His entire lineage, wow.
I have no doubt that they still lie within the chapel of Stendar in Coral. No mortal man could lift them. We had only the best of intentions. Truly we did. We meant only to serve the Nine and the Empire. It's hard to believe it all went so wrong. May the Nine guide your way.
You have my tribute, Sir Knight. In 300
Don't worry, there's
years,
lineage too.
none have passed the gauntlet. In 300 years, we have never known hope. But for the first time, it seems that someone may succeed
Hey, Mew
where
Muffin.
we have failed.
How you doing?
I see in you the chance to redeem our souls and restore the Order. And now, I must ask you to press forward where I could not. I must ask you to face the challenge of Zenithar.
Zenithar. How did you fail?
I was arrogant and foolhardy. I sought personal glory. I placed my own will and my own lust for fame over the will of the Nine. In facing the challenge of Zenithar, I failed. I tried dozens, no, hundreds of times to reach the mace. I fell each time, and each time I awoke in the chapel, I leapt again. I tried to enlist the help of the other knights, but none would come to my aid. The inscription says to walk in the faith, but even now, I do not know what this means.
Bro, it means you just walk. You don't jump, you walk.
Below the chapel of Zenithar in Leowyn, there is a shrine to the great craftsman, Saint Calidus. Those seeking the mace must pray before the shrine. When you bow, you will receive a vision. Or perhaps not. It is unclear. The priest saw that my body never moved, but it felt so real. You will see the mace separated from you by a great chasm. The chasm represents your doubt. Your faith must be your guide across it.
My faith will guide me.
This is what I know. As I said, my faith was weak. I did not understand the test, and I fell from the platform each time I tried to cross. I have told you all that I know. All that is left is for you to prove yourself more worthy than I. If you seek the mace, travel to Leowin's chapel, kneel at the shrine in the Undercroft, and let your faith in the Nine be the salvation of us all.
Okay.
Casimir left with the gauntlets when the Order dissolved. I heard that he lost them, but I had my own problems to deal with.
Okay. What about Zenithar?
Of the original divines, Zenithar is thought to be the most in touch with the mortal realm. Some legends say that Zenithar has close ties to Kinnereth, an idea that is supported by the manner in which the two gods' realms interact. Craftsmen devoted to Zenithar are able to create and profit from the materials provided by Kinnereth's natural world. The two work in harmony, the natural world providing for the craftsmen. One cannot revere Zenithar without acknowledging the power of Kinnereth.
Okay. What about the Mace of Zenithar?
Legends say that when Pelinal Whitestrake was slain by the Aelids, a messenger carried the mace to the human settlement of Leowin as a message. Centuries later, the master craftsman Saint Calidus built the Chapel of Zenithar in Leowin as a tribute to the legend. When Saint Calidus was laid to rest, those who prayed to Zenithar at his tomb began to receive visions of the Mace of the Crusader.
By the Knights of the Nine, assault.
Our greed for the relics overshadowed our faith in the Nine. I can only hope that you are stronger than we were.
Okay.
May the Nine guide your way.
Like how their faces are down in shame.
If you are true to the teachings of Julianus, it may be possible for you to find the shield of the Crusader.
Crusader. What do you mean?
When the Order crumbled, I set out on my own. After years of searching, I found the shield and brought it to Fort Bulwark for safekeeping. With the help of a few trusted friends, I began work to keep the shield safe for all eternity. I never saw my work finished. I died defending the fort from those who would take and misuse the shield. I never saw our work finished. I trust that the others carried on without me.
Where's Bulwark?
It lies in the southeast of Cyrodiil, near the Black Marsh border. If all went according to plan, it should be very well guarded now. Believe in yourself, and use your knowledge wisely. You will pass through unharmed, and the shield will be yours.
Okay.
Look to the southeast of Cyrodiil to find it. I cannot say for certain what is inside, but be prepared for anything.
What can you tell me about Julianus?
History and knowledge are his domain. He is the god of wisdom and logic. He teaches us, know the truth, observe the law. When in doubt, seek wisdom from the wise.
Oh. He's going to seek wisdom from the fools. What about the Knights of the Nine?
Though we went our separate ways when the Order fell, we all served the Nine in our hearts. All but one.
Yeah, he should have picked a different name, like Fort Razor Sharp Sword. There you go. Sir Henrik.
Sir Ralbus quested for the mace after Sir Beric's betrayal. He believed that with the mace, he would be able to bring the rest of us together. He stayed in the Chapel of Leowin for months, attempting the test over and over. He hardly ate, hardly slept. In the end, he failed. He left the chapel broken and beaten. Sir Emil found his body and laid him to rest here at the Priory.
Neil Sharpdare, yeah. What about the Shield of the Crusader in Fort Bulwark?
The shield is safeguarded within Fort Bulwark. It is protected, and care must be taken when attempting to find it. Go with virtue.
Hello, Sir Gregory.
I am at your service, Commander.
Can you tell me about the Knights of the Nine?
In matters of faith, one cannot be bogged down in the affairs of this world. Learn from us. Cast aside your treasures and serve the Nine. Sir Henrik wasn't drawn into the war as so many of us were. His mind never left the shield.
I speak so mysteriously.
May your sword strike true.
How may I serve you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the gauntlets?
Sir Casimir took the gauntlets to war with him. After what happened with Beric, who would try to stop him?
How do you feel about the Knights of the Nine?
Complacency proved to be our greatest enemy. The service of the Nine requires eternal vigilance. Go with virtue.
Sir Jungkook of BTS, how you doing?
I wish to see you succeed where I failed. I was on the path to the boots of the Crusader, but died before I reached them. Do you wish to learn what little I know?
Tell me more, tell me more. Like, did he have a car?
I cannot tell you exactly how to find the boots, for that will be up to Kinnereth. I can tell you to seek out her priests, though. West of the Imperial City, on the edge of the Great Forest, is a shrine. You will find them there, and they will tell you what you need to know.
Okay, tell you about the boots.
The boots are safeguarded by Kinnereth herself. You must be tested and prove yourself worthy to acquire them.
How do you feel about the Knights of the Nine while I stretch?
The wars of men undermine the service of the Nine. Do not follow in our mistakes.
All right, and what about the shield?
Sir Henrik spent his days looking for the shield. He was so determined. We all were in those days.
Bleats. All right, and finally,
go with virtue.
Sir Junkin to Sir Caius. Oh, I've spoken with the ghosts of the Knights of the Nine, and learned where several parts of the armor of the Crusader are hidden. To return when I've collected them all.
How may I serve you, Commander?
How come there are no Argonian Knights or Khajiit Knights? What do you have to say about the gauntlets?
The gauntlets were recovered by Sir Casimir, one of our few victories during our time. But then, even our victories became our failure.
What about the Knights of the Nine?
In death, we continued the work that escaped us in life. The relics must still be guarded, for someday they shall be needed once more.
And Sir Beric?
Alas, my old comrade is not among us here. We do not know why his spirit did not join us here to guard our last relic. We were estranged.
Maybe Sir Beric has the Greaves.
But I had hoped that in death we could be reconciled. For my part, I now know that I am largely to blame for the ruin of the old order. Sir Amiel takes too much upon himself. I will say no more. May your sword strike true.
Strike true. Sir Caius, Sir Henrik. Is Sir Beric around here? Sir Casimir, Sir Torolf. Sir Junkin. Sir Ralvis. Sir Amiel. And Sir Gregory.
Excellent!
Dragon Slayer the Second. High five. Thank you very much for the follow. I hope Dragon Slayer the First didn't end the way I think he did. I hope he lived a long age of slaying dragons. Circumference, come. He's hanging out with Sir Dover.
Come.
Sir Ben Dover. Right. Let's do Stendar's Mercy. Blessings of Stendar upon ye. Sir Mike Hawk.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, my black robe is still in here. Gauntlets are too heavy to move. Let's see how this priest feels about me. Oh, it's Albert Litta.
I bet you hear this all the time. But thanks for closing that Oblivion gate. We were all so worried.
He's not a priest, he's a Mages Guild guy.
Please, go on. Take care.
We talked to... I
I've
don't know
been
if
reading
I've
fundamental.
talked to Otius.
I'm Otius Loren, primate of Stendar, who
Primate.
stand before God's
Return to
servant
monkey.
in the House of the Nine. Be humble and show respect.
This is the first time I've spoken to this guy,
Certainly.
and his disposition is maxed. But yeah, I don't even think I need that charm spell anymore. Max speechcraft, max personality, a shit ton of fame, and no infamy. I think everybody loves me.
Everyone's talking about the victory over Mehrunes Dagon. I can hardly believe that the Great Oblivion Crisis is over.
What can you tell me about the gauntlets?
The gauntlets, eh? They're a Relder's responsibility. Speak to him about them.
Okay.
Farewell.
Good to see you.
Carmen Litta.
The thought of what might have happened if you and Martin hadn't stopped Dagon's invasion. But it's over. Thank Akatosh, the Oblivion invasion is over, and we've survived. They say that Akatosh appeared and killed Mehrunes Dagon, right in the middle of the Temple of the One. Do you believe it?
Do you have a goatee? I don't think so. I think she's either sick because she's kind of pale, or she's just bad at putting on makeup.
Are you a student of the arcane arts? My husband, Alberic, is an advanced trainer in conjuration at the Mages Guild.
Okay.
Good day.
An honor to be sure. What brings you here, my son?
What brings you here?
Everyone wants to know.
Okay.
The church has taken no official position on his teaching yet, but from the reports I've heard, he may be truly inspired by the divines.
Big old ears there. Tell me about the gauntlets.
Ah, yes. The gauntlets have been here for ages. I know only the basic story behind them. They're more of a novelty these days. My only real involvement with them these days is keeping the youngsters from hurting themselves trying to pick the gauntlets up. What is your interest in them, if I may ask?
I'd like to know their story.
Yes, well, I don't know the whole thing. A great many years ago, a knight of the Old Order did something terrible, and the gauntlets just fell off. They dropped to the floor right where he stood, and no one could lift them. It was a sign of the curse placed upon this knight by Stendar, I think. That curse still lingers on today, in fact. Poor Kellen.
Kellen.
Oh, why, he's a descendant of that very knight from so long ago. The curse has affected his family all these years. He suffers from it now. He came here from Hammerfell seeking a cure, but, well, there's really nothing that can be done for him, I think. He may know more of the story than I. Perhaps you should speak with him if he's feeling well enough.
Sure. Tell me more about Kellen.
He's down in the chapel hall, resting. You may speak to him if you like.
Any more about the curse?
It's a horrible thing, truly. One cannot help but pity those such as Kellen, who have such a burden placed on them through no fault of their own. But if it is the will of the Nine, then there is little that can be done.
That was good delivery. show how his faith is a little shaken there. Tell me more about the gauntlets.
The gauntlets have been here far longer than any of us. I don't expect that to ever change. They'll almost certainly be here long after we're all gone. Certainly after Kellen's family has died out. Good day.
How are you?
Hail.
Are you well?
Are you well? Hey, dog. How you doing?
What is it? Is there a cure? Has Arelder found a cure? I know there's something he's not telling me.
They say that
Hey, prophet.
I don't think anyone has had time to really study this prophet's teachings.
I did notice that when I walked in. He's like, oh, he's just sitting here eating. Or what about this curse?
Ah, so you've heard it, have you? Terrible curse. Been in the family almost longer than anyone can remember. When I was young,
terrible.
I could live with it. Wasn't so bad. But it's only gotten worse over time. I'd come here, to the place it all happened, in the hopes that something could be done. I fear I haven't much time left otherwise.
It's the Yelnats family curse.
Elder has let me stay, mostly.
Gotta carry Madame Zeroni up the mountain.
But there's something else. I swear he knows more than he tells.
Tell me more about Arelder.
I've seen plenty of pity in people's eyes over the years. I grew up recognizing it. But with Arelder, there's something else there.
Is he the beggar?
And when he speaks to me, there are times I'd swear he sounds apologetic. Guilty, even. Why would that be? What reason does he have to hold back information? I know I'm a doomed man one way or the other. Speak to him if you can. Convince him to tell me what he knows as a dying man's last wish.
Any more on the gauntlets?
You've seen them, I assume. The only evidence of what happened so many years ago. Do you know that I thought perhaps I could lift them? That somehow this curse would be lifted if I could pick them up? I tried for hours, until my whole body ached, and I could barely move. I lay there on the floor next to them, weeping. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I've been at the end of my rope for far too long to be ashamed of anything.
My body!
Feel bad for this guy.
I don't know why they're still here. They're so heavy, and I'm so weak. What does Stendar want from me?
Bye.
Bye. He's smiling and eating something invisible. Look at him. Ah.
Hail.
Hey, Relder.
Any friend of Martin's is a friend of mine. How can I help you?
Maybe he's yawning. You're right. He's so happy to do it, though. He's like...
I cannot face him. I know what might be done for him, but I haven't the will to do it.
Don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Truly I do, but I cannot muster the strength to damn myself on his behalf.
What are you talking about?
The curse. I know what would lift it, but I cannot do it. The only way to free Kellen of his curse is to take it on myself. I am not strong enough to do this, and so I am a failure. I fail Kellen every time I speak to him.
Oh.
And I fail Stendar every time I pray to him and do not ask for the power to lift the curse. Do you know one who would do such a thing? One who would pray at this chapel's altar, pray to Stendar for the power to lift this curse?
Yeah, me.
I've told you, the only way to lift the curse from Kellen is to pray to Stendar for the power to free him. But that means taking the curse on yourself. You'll be marked for life, as will all your children and your children's children.
Well?
Farewell.
You know what I always say? Fuck them kids. you wish to pray to Stendar for the power to lift Kellen's curse? Yeah. I have prayed at the altar of the chapel of Stendar and have been granted the ability to lay hands on Kellen. I need to see him at once. We're about to throw hands. Alright, buddy. I'm here to touch you. Go ahead and pull your pants down.
The pleasure is all mine. Come back to see the doomed man, have you? Farewell.
I have lifted the curse from Kellen, which now means taking it upon myself. As a result, I am weary and my fatigue has been affected. With the curse lifted, I can now retrieve the gauntlets of the Crusader.
You... How did you? I feel good. I feel good. I don't feel like death. I feel like running.
He takes off.
Look at me. I can't believe it. I feel normal. Thank you so much. You have no idea what this means to me. I finally have a chance to get out and see the world. I'm not wasting another second of my life, and I'm forever indebted to you, friend. Farewell.
Yet another part of video games appealing to the male fantasy. Is Curse of the Consumed really -5 fatigue? Is that it? Yoink. I've completed Sir Casimir's quest by recovering the gauntlets of the Crusader. I should continue to search for the relics the other ghosts were questing for. Resist disease 50%, fortify restoration.
Have you ever thought of joining the Fighters Guild?
I've never really thought about it. I've heard the money is good, but that's a bit too much risk for me.
Yes.
Everyone wants to know what really happened in the temple. I can't believe you were willing to do that for Kellen. To sacrifice your own well-being without hesitation. What business do I have acting as a priest if I'm not willing to do all I can in helping those who need it? Perhaps I need to rethink my calling.
Yeah, the other guy just suggested joining the Fighters Guild.
Please, leave.
It's not a bad way to make some money if you've got the stones for it.
Seeing you.
Speaking of the Fighters Guild, anyone bring me back any cool items?
Yes. Good day. Please, go on.
Please, go on.
You too.
Yes, Master. Did you really face down Mehrunes Dagon himself? They say he stood 200 feet high and crushed the temple dome with his fist. Certainly. Goodbye.
Yeah, what's the deal here? I thought I was supposed to get benefits from being the Fighters Guild guildmaster. Doesn't seem to be the case. Okay. Go to Kinnereth in the Great Forest. Ring-a-ding, baby. Great Forest is over here. There we are. Breakneck Cave at breakneck speeds. The drag.
Oh!
Boom, 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 boom. I forget, in Skyrim, do you regenerate health even without healing? Like, slowly regenerate health over time? Stanette. Vita Vicinia.
Yes? They say that Akatop...
be seeing you.
Hey. You think the followers of Kinnereth mind this? Just watch just a high elf beating a wolf to death with his bare hands in their camp. What a bear. Even better, I'll just drain the bear of his life.
Stay away!
Capture his soul. Oh, a will-o-wisp. Stay away. Alright, how'd you feel about me killing a shit ton of wildlife in your camp?
What brings you to the altar of Kinnereth, my child?
The boots of the Crusader.
You would seek the holy relic Kinnereth has bestowed upon the world. Then you must prove yourself worthy. Kinnereth's creations guard her relic, and you must pass the test before you may be granted the boots.
What test?
I cannot say what it will be, for I do not know. Kinnereth herself will decide in what manner you shall be tested. All I can do is direct you to the Grove of Trials, and remind you to heed Kinnereth's teachings. Fear and respect nature and all her creations.
Fear and respect nature.
Indeed. Nature itself is Kinnereth's domain. All its creatures are her wards. You would do well to remember this when it comes time for your test.
Where's the grove?
Not far from here, to the west. Nestled within the great forest, it is a place many would overlook. I warn you that it is unwise to take anyone with you. You should go there alone.
Very well, I shall take this test. I hope she doesn't mind me killing the last unicorn in Cyrano.
Then proceed directly to the grove, as your test has begun.
An honoring here
Kinnereth
scene.
may choose to guard you along the way. That is up to her. Good luck.
Good luck.
Everyone's talking about...
Yeah, everyone's talking about that. Any more about the boots?
You must be tested by Kinnereth before you are worthy of the boots.
What about, any more about the altar of Kinnereth here?
You have been in the chapel of Kinnereth from the moment you stepped outdoors. Have you not felt her presence? We
Yes, I
gather
have.
here to pay tribute to all of the blessings she bestows upon us.
Tribute? She steals men's souls and makes them her slave.
Goodbye.
Okay, let's go. I've reached the Grove of Trials. I shall have to wait and see what Kinnereth has in store for me. Wait, am I supposed to fear and respect it? Should I fight it? This might be wrong. I failed Kinnereth's test. I'll have to try again. Yeah, see, I knew it the second I was opening it up. First, I'm gonna prove to Kinnereth I ain't no bitch. I'm just one-upping Kinnereth, saying, hey, I got your bear's soul. Sucks to suck. Beware, the gods have taken note of your crimes. Do not continue down this path or you'll be unfit to wield the Crusader's relic. Holy shit. Oh, did I gain 1 infamy point from that? You telling me absorbing the bear's soul was upsetting to
You have
Kinnereth?
lost the battle.
Okay. Hi, friend. Does this mean I run away? Respect and fear. A bear attacked me in the sacred grove, but I made no attempts to fight back. The cave has been revealed, and it would seem the boots of the Crusader are waiting inside. Come here, little boy, and show me what you've got. Guard the boots of the Crusader. I've completed Sir Junken's quest by recovering the boots of the Crusader. The boots. Fortify restoration 6 points. Fort Bulwark, but first things first, I'm gonna stop into the Imperial City. I got a new spell I want to make.
Well met, guildmate.
I did learn that Mehrunes Razor does improve chance to kill when you have high luck. If I do that, fortify luck, fortify magicka. Do it for a minute. You can't flinch when they put it up your nose. Oh, good lord. Bum, 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 bum. Put a big old light spell on me. That's fun. By the light of the moon. Do I have an item that gives luck? I don't know. I'm sure I do, but nothing that I can or want to wear right now. The items I'm wearing right now give me exactly what I need to be immune, so 100% reflect damage and spell absorption. But I think I also read that Mehrunes Razor, the maximum it can have is at 200 luck. It's an 11% chance to instant kill. So, one fortify spell when we're in combat and we're good to go. What was I looking at? I was looking at Paralyze. This would be funny. Put everything in the area. To paralyze everything in the area. Yes, on self. Perfect. Gonna make that. Call it. Stop, drop, and roll. Doodle-doo. Paralyze something for enough magic for a paralyze for a whole minute. Complete paralysis. There we go. Couple of new tricks up our sleeve. $570. Somebody with the complete paralysis. Like you.
What's going on?
Assault! Assault! It's
all over, Lawbreaker.
You elves are all.
Then how about stop, drop, and roll? Is that what I named it? Oh yeah, on target. Stop, drop, and roll. Did I not make it? Where'd it go? Here we are.
All flesh and no fury.
Got more people coming over.
Die, damn you!
I forgot it was on touch. I thought I made it on target. That's really funny. Everybody stop. That's really good. I like that. I don't know when it's going to come in handy, but it's funny. Alright, Fort Bulwark was down near Leowin, border of Black Marsh. Oh yeah, we've been there. Let's see, is Fort Bulwark well defended? There are conjurers here. Can I jump on this guy's head? No.
Hello? Who's there?
Here's the adept. Hunter's note. Acolytes, the shield is here. We know this, and yet we have not found it. The fort has been cleansed, and yet still it eludes us. No doubt it was hidden from eyes such as ours, hidden with the intent to keep it from those who would learn its secrets. The gate to the lower levels no longer halts our progress. Make note of the candles along the walls if you would pass through. The fort must be held at all costs if we are to succeed. Let none enter, leave no foe standing.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
You pathetic worm.
You're pathetic. Get it over with.
I've fought mud crabs more fiercely.
Show me what you've got. Show me what you've got. Die, damn you.
Die!
Can I kill him? No.
You're outmatched, Elf. You're outmatched, Elf. and do your work. Am I supposed to be in?
Here you go, the adept is dead. A good target AoE spell? I agree. Gate is opened elsewhere.
Out of my way, beast!
Out of my way, indeed. Oh yeah, I'm standing on it. All the candles on the wall, it said. Even though I could probably just jump over this. Right? Oh no, is it the numbers? Is it one? Or is this one? Okay, I think it's that side. 1, 2, 3, and 1. There we go. I was hoping that Conjurer didn't ruin it. Poor prisoner in here. Oh, the turn handle's locked in place. That was a good idea, though. First blood sack.
Help me!
Okay.
Thank you for rescuing me. I've lost track of how long they've held me here.
Sir Thedret, who are you?
I am Sir Thedret. I came here seeking the shield of the Crusader and was ambushed by these cowards. They've held me here since.
Well, what are you doing here?
Coward! Held prisoner by these scoundrels for the longest time. They want to know how to reach the shield and believed I would help them. When I refused, they locked me here and only let me out to torture me. They got nothing from me.
You know what, you guys? I totally forgot. I've been watching my buffs this whole time, thinking like, oh, it's been covered by my face this whole time. That's hilarious. Can you help me?
I can't go with you if that's what you mean. I'm too weak. I need to rest. Once I have my strength, I will certainly join your cause. you'll have to go on alone. But the knowledge I've gained may be of use to you.
What do you know?
Before finding this place, I learned a bit about those who created it. It's designed to keep the shield hidden and safe. A phrase kept coming up in the writings I found. When the eyes of the Guardians are upon you, Julianos will show you favor. I'm not sure how, but I just know it's a clue for making it safely through these ruins. You're the only one I've told. I hope it helps you.
Okay.
Take that!
There you go. See my buffs again? Which sound? The prisoner remains uncooperative. There's little doubt that he was on his own, and none will come to his aid. It has been made clear that unless he reveals what he knows, he shall pay most dearly. And yet, he still holds out. We give it one more week. If he does not help us reach the shield, he is to be disposed of, preferably in a manner most painful. What sup sound are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about... Sup! Like that? Sup? Sup?
Mud crab's more fierce than me. Die! Show me what you've got.
The best you can do?
They're assured of blade turning.
Take that! I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Who refills those traps? Your mom does. Right. The eyes of the Guardians upon me. Well, to be fair, he didn't tell them that bit of information about the Eyes of the Guardians. But you're also right, for all their intelligence, they sat around doing nothing. Even if I didn't have that bit of information, I would have been like, well, maybe if we turn these statues, something will happen.
Ah!
Found some sort of puzzle or trap deep inside Fort Bulwark. I'll need to figure out what it means in order to acquire the Shield of the Crusader. Rodgar's book. I can't read Rodgar's book. But a ruby? Or do I just need to put something? I don't have a ruby. Let me check these, make sure there aren't, like, tokens. Okay. Put Rodgar's book in there? Rodgar's sword.
A sword. You say you cannot follow a sword?
Redgar. Redgar's Uggleblit. I can't swap these out. Rodgar's hammer. There's skull. It hasn't shown us where to put these yet. This doesn't feel absolute. It feels like I will get there, but doesn't feel 100% correct. He's got his goblet. Okay, so there's the hammer. We just guess where the goblet might go. Okay, the book. Book showed the ruby. Where was the book again? That was the skull. That was the hammer. Is this the book? Might have been the book. Oh no, that was the helmet. A sword. Alright, here was the helmet. There we go. Oh, the button resets the whole thing. I thought it was it's giving me hints. I thought that was what was triggering the hints, you know? Book. Disappears. Hey, Flicky Dicky. A stone. You say you cannot follow a stone? Here we go, the gem. That one's the book. Let's guess a sword over here. There we go. I'm doing good. How about yourself? A book. See, you cannot follow a book. Okay, this one must be the goblet then. Making this one the stone. This one the hamar. A lot. Of sorcery, insight, restore intelligence, willpower. I've recovered the shield of the Crusader and completed Sir Henrik's quest. Yeah, I do like the flames being extinguished. It's kind of cool. Shield of the Crusader. Reflect spell, 18%. Nice.
Hello?
Ow! Who's there? The Mace of Zenithar and the Chapel in Leowin. We're going to be stuck in combat for a bit, so we probably just have to run down into Leowin.
Oh!
Yeah, I used to think it was pretty cool having it like right there on your cursor, but I've grown to not like it very much. Done better in other spots. And Flicky Dicky, it's going really well. We're most of the way through. Just got some quests to finish, really.
It's you. I've heard of you. You're the one restoring the Knights of the Nine, aren't you?
Yeah, that's me. Who are you? Or actually, I'm merely a servant of the Nine.
Such humility. I admire you.
I am
I should
Curtis
go.
Aholen. I originally came to this chapel in search of the Mace of Zenithar. I tried. I could not pass the test. My faith was weak, or perhaps Zenithar decided it was not I who should carry the mace. He has found a use for me, however. The priests have asked me to stay on to protect the chapel. After what happened in Anvil, they are afraid.
What about you? What's your story?
I grew up in Cheydinhall. My father was a cobbler. My mother was an acolyte of Zenithar. She was self-taught, not part of the chapel proper. They were both killed in an accident when I was young. I became a ward of the crown and was drafted into the Imperial Army. After serving 2 tours patrolling Stros Mackay, I left the service for a life devoted to Zenithar, inspired by my parents.
Did you meet Cyrus? He says he cannot follow a sword. But what can you tell me about the mace?
Legends say that when Pelinal Whitestrike was slain by the Aliads, a messenger carried the mace to the human settlement of Leowin as a message. Centuries later, the master craftsman St. Calidus built the Chapel of Zenithar in Leowin as a tribute to the legend. When St. Calidus was laid to rest, those who prayed to Zenithar at his tomb began to receive visions of the mace of the Crusader.
Okay. What about the Mace of Zenithar?
Legends say that when Pelinal Whitestrike was slain by the Aliads, when St. Calidus...
This is the same thing. What about Zenithar?
Of the original divines, Zenithar is thought to be the most in touch with the mortal realm.
We did learn about all this.
Some legends say that Zenithar has close ties to craftsmen devoted to...
Craftsmen, the two work in harmony. Yeah, we've heard all that.
Be seeing you.
Seeing you. Tomb of St. Calidus. I've knelt before the shrine of St. Calidus in Leowin and found myself transported to some sort of dark void. I can see the Mace of Zenithar off in the distance, but there seems to be no way to reach it. According to Sir Ralvis, I must allow my faith to guide me to the mace. I feel like I can make that jump. I stepped into the void to try and reach the mace, but my feet met nothing but air and I fell to the darkness. There must be a way to walk between the platforms to reach the mace. Not on this side. Not on this side either. Open invisible walls. I can almost make the jump. Oh, I landed here. My attempts to reach the Mace of Zenithar have been unsuccessful. No matter what I try, I cannot reach the other platform. Perhaps the solution lies with one of the other relics. Interesting. Perhaps if I have some sort of boots and also take off the rest of my clothes. Woodland Grace added. I guess that's all the hints about their close ties, Kinnereth and Zenithar. What's Woodland's Grace? Ability Woodland Grace. I recovered the Mace of the Crusader. I've completed Sir Ralvis's quest by recovering the Mace of the Crusader. I should return to the Priory and find out if there's any news of the remaining 2 relics. Bum, bum, bum. Fix these. Fire damage 14 points for 2 seconds on strike, and then turn undead up to level 17. It's actually pretty strong.
Do your worst.
Crude Alien Battle Axe and a Daedra Heart. Oops. Need my burden to be eased. Welkin stones.
Why? Won't you die? Die, damn you! This is where you fall down and bleed to death.
I do have better spells.
Let's get this.
I did it. After recovering the Mace of the Crusader, I found minions of Umaril attacking the Chapel of Zenithar. They were all defeated, and the Leowin's chapel escaped desecration.
I can't believe it. We survived. By the grace of the Nine, we survived. In no small part to you, Sir Knight. By your will and the will of the Nine, the Chapel of Zenithar is held against this blasphemer. Sir,
I do have better feather spells. I only needed 50 points of feather
to join you in your quest to
in that
restore the
moment.
Knights of the Nine and defeat this Umaril.
I accept. Welcome to the Order. You're in.
I can only hope to match your bravery and valor. I am honored to serve by your side. Allow me to fetch more suitable equipment. I shall return shortly.
Okay. Ready to receive my blessing this day. Use that soul. See, like I have what's the other one called? The one I always remember is Ease Burden as well. But I have that 200-point one. Let me go drop off some of this equipment here.
Get your Black Horse Courier here.
Tim Burton.
Break in at the Imperial Palace, a Black Horse Courier exclusive. Take a copy.
Thanks.
Vampire nest in the city, only in the Black Horse Courier. Take a copy.
And?
Here's a copy of the Black Horse Courier, new Imperial Watch, Captain.
Okay.
Everybody needs a copy of the Black Horse Courier. Imperial Watch raids the waterfront.
And?
Sorry? Only one copy of the Black Horse Courier per customer. Every time I walk, everyone's be seeing you. Sorry? Only one copy of the Black Horse Courier per customer. Good day.
Yep, only one. Ooh. Sorry. Field leader. There. Back to the Priory of the Nine. I know, right? I do it every time. Oh.
Well met, Sir Knight.
Sir Knight, thank Arke you are back. I have terrible news. Sir Roderick, I think he's dead.
Yeah. What happened? Also, he went unconscious when we ran away from him. He was fighting minotaurs. He wasn't necessarily good at it. You're the one who was killing all the stuff. But what happened anyway?
At first things were going well. He prayed at all the shrines and received a vision, a disturbing vision. The shade of Sir Beric spoke to me was all he said. We must put him to rest.
A shade?
We traveled back and forth across Colovia. He was always asking about an old noble family, the Vlindrels. Finally, he found what he was looking for. We went to Underpaw Cave, and there he fell.
Underpaw Cave, I've been there.
Then you know it is a place of evil. Sir Roderick and I fought our way into the cave, which actually seems to be a buried keep. We made our way to Lord Vlindrel's crypt. Sir Roderick spoke the words that unsealed the tomb.
What was Sir Roderick looking for?
He said that Sir Beric's tomb was in Underpaw Cave, which is no cave, but some kind of buried keep. He had learned that Sir Beric had once been a questing knight, like us. He had found the greaves and sword of the Crusader, but then turned to evil. Sir Roderick hoped to find the relics within Sir Beric's tomb, and he did. But we also found a terrible guardian, the wraith of Lord Vlindrel, Sir Beric.
You know where the relics are?
Yes, my lord, and I brought you. Sir Roderick shouted for me to take them. The greaves, the holy relic, they're yours.
And the sword, what happened to it?
The wraith. It used it against Sir Roderick. I don't know how that evil thing could use the holy weapon, but it did. It screamed as it struck.
Take it easy, you're safe for now.
I'm sorry. I remember Sir Roderick saying something about the sword before we went to Underpaw. It may be important. He was worried that the sword may have been turned to evil, that it may have to be reconsecrated on the altar of its creator, the divine Arche. That's all I remember. I hope it may help you.
You did well, Lathan.
Thank you, Sir Knight. I would ask a boon if I could, although I know I do not deserve it. Would you make me a Knight of the Nine? I want to dedicate myself to ridding the world of evil. I owe it to Sir Roderick.
Of course. Rise, Sir Lathan.
Thank you. Thank you, Sir Knight. I will not fail you. Give me a moment to arm myself, and I will accompany you to Underpaw Cave to destroy the foul wraith.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well met, Sir Knight.
Alright, what these greaves do, though. Ordered by restoration and destruction.
I find myself here, at your disposal. I want to make up for the mistakes I've made, and devote myself fully to the faith. If it pleases you, I would join your order and serve the Nine at your side. What say you?
What say you? Welcome to the order.
Thank you. It means a great deal to me. Excuse me while I gather the equipment I need.
We meet again. I am here to join your order, having received a divine vision from Kinnereth herself. I have been shown that to protect all Kinnereth's creations, I must take up your cause and be willing to lay down my life for you. So here I am. I have no doubt that our good works will be talked of in the eras to come.
I accept. Welcome to the order.
Thank you. I shall serve the order to the best of my ability.
Come.
Hey, this place is really getting put together. Maybe if I leave without him, he won't worry. I've arrived at Underpall Cave, the location of Lord Valindrel's grave. Sir Roderick died somewhere inside, battling the foul wraith that now wields the sword of the Crusader.
Beware!
Oh, no, he's here. Sir Lathan's here.
I'm just warming up.
He does damage.
I am at your command, Sir Knight. I'll stay on guard until you return.
Yeah, go ahead and guard the outside of the cave. I think you got that. Oh, he's got a Daedric sword, too. This guy's a champ. Whoa. I was reading about Sundercliff yesterday. And they said it started with two level designers just started making to see if they could make a huge dungeon without making any new assets. They're like, what's the biggest dungeon we could make without, you know, making anything new? They said they were bored at work and just started making it. And then eventually it got so good that they sent it to testing, and it got added as a DLC. Eight shots. Two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Kind of bad luck on that one. Dude, that was a common soul.
Oh!
Help, I'm trapped down here. Help!
I need your help.
Help!
Is this really it? Is this how Tale of the Sir Knight ends? I think it is.
Ha!
Just added a pit that you could kill yourself on.
No, I won't be doing that.
Do 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 do. That's where I came from? This is a gloom wraith. That's right, Terry. Maybe a little less. A lich. There you are. Terry's always thirsty.
Hunger is to be alive.
On your belly, naked. Zambies. Like we're going into a mouth here. The maw of Underpaul Keep South Wing. Archers up top. Oh man. Stinkhorn cap. No stinkhorn cap. Another nether lich. down here? Mass gauntlets. Huh. Do 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 do. I'm over here now. The north wing. Probably backwards from what's intended, but... Oh. Did I not have to kill myself before? That's fucking hilarious. I didn't even see the opening. I was like, oh no, there's nothing here. I'm an idiot sometimes. What am I doing? Literal tunnel entrance right next to me.
Wrong move.
Wrong move. Back into the main door. I think there was one last path here we hadn't taken. This one. You know, the one that leads straight down to the quest marker. The reflecting chamber. Tomb of Lord of Lindril. I don't know if you've ever seen the blue silk shirt and blue silks. I think this is a unique set of clothing. Sir Roderick, no. Boots of the Storm. Take your boots. Anything heavy we can just get rid of. All this Knights of the Nine crap we're carrying around. Probably all these arrows too. I'll throw away those steel arrows. We don't need those. We don't need the 400 steel arrows. Here he is. Lord Eric Lindril. Your soul is mine. The Wraith of Lord Lindril is destroyed. I need to reclaim the sword of the Crusader that he somehow twisted for his evil purposes. I've recovered the sword of the Crusader, but it has been desecrated by the foul wraith that wielded it. I should take it to the Chapel of Arcane Shadenhall to consecrate it, reconsecrate it to its holy purpose. Fire damage and damage magic on strike. Doodle 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 doodle.
Nothing.
Oh, Dagon claimed that soul. Think there's anything cool under this water? Some slaughterfish. There's a chest over here. But cool, there's nothing. Winterbane shield. Doo-doo-doo. Wait, we just wrapped around. Go to the south wing again.
Wrong move.
Here we go. Where's our guy? I told him to stand guard. Now where is he?
Oh!
Bum bum bum. I still have the curse? I do. Curse of the Consumed. I think you're right about the -5 to regeneration. Look how slow it goes. And there's no difference because of my athletics between walking and running and everything. That's crazy slow. That would absolutely suck at low level. Bleaker's Way. Does anybody still live here? No, the Ulfgar family was wiped out. I don't have my... Oh, do. Ba-ba. 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 Blah, blah, blah. Beep, blop. Bloop, bloop, blop. Blap, blap. Meow. Meow, meow. Troll. Getting trolled. new keep I haven't discovered. Holy shit. Don't want these. Take them off. Don't I have Dispel? I already have that kind of bound item. Dude, I shouldn't have clicked on this. There we go. Timothy Chalamet. Was halved by the curse. Wow. Anything else new to discover? Zelda. How many locations do I have discovered? Places found 351.
Ah!
Ow!
Yep. Such is my real burden. I've outran the enemy so hard they don't know that I'm gone and shouldn't be in combat anymore. Here's my horsey. Hello, black horse, paint horse. This one my horse? Paint horse? One of them would be my horse. I own all the horses.
What do you need? This better be good.
Oh, these guards still don't like me.
Oh, bother someone else.
Bother someone else. Oh, fudge on a rug. Hello there! Ow. He sure did. He hasn't hit me with more than spells. You guys are lucky I'm not 100% reflecting your damage because I'm stuck with this stupid bound gauntlet. It's cool that they'll like toss the weapons between their hands. A dull alien battle axe. Me. That. Two unique weapons that are only available for a second. What are they? Is one of them the Mace of Doom? I've heard of the Mace of Doom, but that's like a glitch, right? Ow. Umaril's Aurorans have been destroyed. Shadenhall's chapel is safe for now. I can now consecrate the sword of the Crusader to Arche on the high altar. Last quest of the Thieves Guild. The two statues have special elven weapons. Which statues? Able to kill them without them noticing you. The weapon will still be on their body. If they draw them and kill them, the weapons become unobtainable. Interesting. I did not know about that. Still considered to be in combat. Here we go. Pack Mule is the better one. Sword of the Crusader has been reconsecrated. I now possess all 8 of the Crusader's relics. I should return to the Priory to consult with my knights on about how to attack and destroy Umaril. Pack Mule. Beast of Burden should be the best one. Well, I'll never be your Beast of Burden. There you go, Beast of Burden. Fla 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 hurtin'. Never, 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 never. Something, something, something. Today. Should be reading these. Debella loves you. Blessings of Stendar. The lawful gain of the gifts of Talos. You work for the glory of Zenithar. Mara smiles upon you. Kinnereth is with you. Mehrunes Dagon loves you too. There you go, now you guys can see the buffs. Hey guard, there's an issue over there in the temple.
I'm sorry. No one except for Cheydinhall City Guard are allowed inside this home. Due to outstanding fines owed to the city, Aldous Authran's property has been seized and is now sealed until further notice. Good day.
Okay. No. I actually used that quest to, I didn't do that quest on purpose because I knew I had to go to jail a bunch. Here it is. And the guards in Cheydinhall, until you do that quest, are corrupt and add much higher fines to all your crimes. Yeah, crash incoming, I saw that.
Lord Crusader, the prophet is here. He's just arrived. He seemed to know you were coming, told me to wait for you, and here you are. Come. He is preaching to the assembled knights in the chapel. You should speak to him at once.
Ah. Hopefully it doesn't crash during. Cub. Who's that? Guckamir?
Hail, Sir Knight. My brother and I have heard that you are founding a holy order of knights.
Look, you can see through his
We
mouth
would like
to the
offer
roof.
you our swords. We've come all the way from Skyrim to join up.
Skyrim.
We can't claim any experience as knights, but we learn soldiering from our years in the Legion. Will you have us?
I accept. Welcome to the Order.
You won't regret it, sir. You'll find us true-hearted and brave. I'll be back as soon as I've outfitted myself.
Where's your brother? You gonna figure out how to park your horse?
What do you want?
What?
Certainly. Farewell.
Into the chapel.
And so, 9 knights, as the embodiment of the might of the 9 divines, shall go forth together to face the unfeathered. And he shall be cast down from on high, his wickedness scattered to the
Sir
wind.
Avitus or Arelder,
He
Sir
shall
Fedrit,
end his days
Sir
as
Paradis.
dust in the void.
Sir Knight, allow me to introduce myself. I am Brelin of Sylvanar, at your service. I come to offer myself as a knight in service of Auriel, or Akatosh, as he is known in Cyrodiil.
Auriel.
I bring nothing but my skill with the blade, which is not inconsiderable, and my devotion to the Lord Auriel.
Sure.
Will you
Suit
accept
up, brother.
me, as unworthy as I am? I am honored to join the Order under your illustrious command. Excuse me while I go to the armory and attire myself as befits a Knight of the Nine.
You have stepped from the humble shadows of obscurity and into legend. No feat you have accomplished in your life compares to what you have become. You are an embodiment of Pelinal Whitestrake, the bane of Umarul the Unfeathered.
Sure am.
The time has come for you to fulfill your destiny. Umaril lies hid in the ancient fane of Garlus Malatar. You must go there and destroy him.
Destroy him. I'm ready then?
No. Should you face Umaril, you would suffer the same fate as Pelinal.
No.
But times change, and even the shape of the divine itself must change with it. Where once there were 8, now 1 more stands with them, and they have become 9.
You mean praise Talos.
Aye, with the apotheosis of Tiber Septum, the face of the divine was transformed. Talos ascended, and the 8 became 9. So, although you wear the armor of the gods, it is incomplete. A relic of the old ways and the old gods.
And the old days. How do I destroy Umaril then?
As a proven guardian of this realm, and a warrior the likes of which have not been seen in millennia, Talos grants you his sacred blessing. With the ancient gifts of the 8 and the new gift of the 1, you are ready to face Umaril.
What does the blessing do?
It will allow you to follow Umaril into the spirit realm upon his death. It will allow you to destroy him, body and soul, utterly and for all time. You must first kill his living body. While beyond the power of most mortals, this is only the lesser of your 2 tasks. His Daedric nature allows his spirit to escape into oblivion after death. Oh, this is what Pelinal learned upon defeating Umaril the first time. But you can do what Pelinal could not. The
I hope it gets
blessings
rid
of
of the
Talos
curse.
will allow you to follow Umaril's spirit when it leaves his body.
This you must do, and you must not fail. You will not, because the Nine fight with you.
The Nine with me? Tell me more about Umaril's spirit.
When Umaril joined with the Daedra, his spirit expanded beyond this realm. His physical form can travel between realms, but his spirit is bound. When his body is destroyed, his spirit travels back to Oblivion and is reformed in the fires of creation. With the armor of the gods and the blessing of Talos, you will be able to follow him where Pelennor could not and destroy his very spirit.
His spirit is here.
Once his spirit is destroyed, he will be completely obliterated, erased from all realms of existence.
What is Garlas Malatar?
Garlas Malatar was the westernmost outpost of the Ayleid Empire. It watched over what we call the Abyssinian Sea. Since his return, Umaril has taken Garlas Malatar as his lair. That is where you must seek him out.
What kind of a foe is Umaril?
Umaril cannot be bested in his physical form by any normal means. His blows can strike down the mightiest of warriors in a single stroke.
Oh, stroke me.
The Eight created the relics to withstand Umaril's fell power. Do not attempt to face him without this
Malagar.
divine protection.
That's all. I'm ready.
Your knights will assemble at Garlas Malatar and await you there. Gather all those who you deem worthy. Not all who enter those halls shall return. Those who fall in service of the Nine
Abyssinian
will
Sea like
live on
ABC.
forever in the halls of their fathers. I wish you well on your quest, Crusader. We are depending on you.
Hail, Commander.
Hail, Newt Scamander.
Well met, Sir Knight.
All these, look at them just sprinting into the forest. That's what you think of when holy knights are like ready for their crusade, to just fucking book it to the nearest tree line. I'm gonna reload before this crash takes us. Let's exit out and come back in. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
There you are. There you are.
There you are. Come on, load Oblivion. Oblivion, where are you?
There you are.
Hey. Oblivion doesn't want to load. Bit a sec. Bro, what's going on? Hang on. I might have to, like... kill Steam. When you quit a game, you don't go to your desktop, but custom pictures. On OBS? I'll give you a little hint. This is just a picture that I found online. So I used game capture for all the games that I can. And then what you do is you put a picture like this as the bottom layer so that everything sits on top of it. Yeah, game capture above the picture in the order. I think it looks a little bit nicer than just going to black screen, you know? It's not always possible, though. On older games, game capture won't work. So, yeah, you're right. So I use game capture where I can, but on lots of older games, that won't work. It'll just go to desktop, so... Right. Alright, Garlic Malatar. We're in. Oh, shoot, I'm still over imbukered. Thank you. I hope the artists that I find these pictures from don't really mind, you know. I think my favorite so far is the big press X to doubt picture for LA Noire. I thought that was funny. I have arrived at Garlus Malatar. My sworn foe Umaril the Unfeathered awaits me inside. The final duty in my holy quest is to find him and destroy him. It's our destiny, is part of the mandate of heaven.
I stand ready, Lord Crusader. Shall we launch our attack on Galus Malatar?
Yes, Bethesda, they said it's okay. Nice. I'm just saying, in this particular one, that might be a fan-made thing, but I'm not sure. Launch the attack.
Knights of the Nine, Umaril and his Aurorans must be destroyed.
Sorry about your double face there, my guy. Okay, by Knights of the Nine, he means just him. I think I see some other guys in the distance. Oh yeah, here they go. Akatosh and the Nine! He can't even stand up. You gotta be careful about the arrows. Somebody over there is an extremely proficient marksman and just knocking everybody over. Knights of the Nine. I hope you're having a good day, Unicyclic. I forgot to say hello. No, Terry, if I figure out something for display capture, I'll let you know. There might be like a specific way to... You could probably do something with hotkeys. You could probably hotkey pulling up a picture, but I haven't set that up. I haven't really experimented with that yet, but maybe I should now that we're thinking about it. Knights of the Nine. Whoa. Can you hear them? Alright, you think we could sacrifice Umaril to Lord Dagon? I'm gonna destroy that orb. Whoa! Boy, am I glad we fixed the FPS issue for this. This place is called Karak Abarin. Oh. These are cool looking flames. By the Knights of the Nine. Oh, his physical form is not very potent. I have destroyed Umaril's physical form. If what the prophet told me is true, I must cast the blessing of Talos on myself and follow Umaril's spirit to a place where he can be destroyed. Let me go ahead and yoink that. History of Talara. Bumping. Alright, praise Talos. Fairflow Schlublau. Power up my moves. Yeah, looks good. Oh, come back. Umaril is utterly destroyed. I have completed my holy quest.
Crusader, arise. Stand and face the light. Breathe again and receive your reward. You have completed your divine task.
Rise alike as he.
You have restored the order. You have defeated the enemy of the Nine. The order shall serve as the sword and the shield of the Nine in the dark times to come. We owe you a debt of thanks. You have succeeded where we could not. You and your knights have held true to your purpose. At long last, our purgatory is at an end. We go to the glory of the Nine to serve in their host in the life beyond this one. You may call upon our spirits when you need us.
Simply pray at our tombs, and each of us will grant you a blessing from the Nine. May your sword serve the Nine all the days of your life, Crusader. Farewell.
To cast Beast of Burden again. Sir Barrick. Let's at least suit up once. Oops. Also, this mace looks really cool. I've always liked the design on this mace. Also, the Umariel sword. I have 2 copies of Umariel sword. But since we're a Crusader, we'll do the sword. Just Crusade you at any time. Deus Volt.
You redeemed my soul from the evil that had ensnared me. For that, I am forever in your debt. The old bitterness that seemed so important to me in life. What is that now? How to weigh that against my very soul?
I don't know, but I'll redeem you, sure.
The Knights of the Nine stand together once again. I would not have thought it possible. We owe you a great debt. I took the sword down with me into evil. You have redeemed us both. The gods smile on such deeds, noble knight.
Oh no, Sir Caius.
The evil took hold of me the day that I slew Sir Caius on the priory steps. I baited him, knowing his temper, and then I killed him when he drew against me. I killed him in cold blood with the holy sword itself. I could have disarmed him or wounded him, but a cold pride had taken hold of me, and so I slew him and went to war and never returned. The evil grew upon me until I became cruel, a tyrannical ruler, a terror upon the land. In death, evil held me even tighter than in life. Thanks to you, that all is behind me. Sir Caius and I will go to Etheria side by side, as of old. The gods are truly merciful.
Farewell, Sir Barrick.
May the Nine guide your way. Dubella has strengthened your wit and charm. Never allow the beauty of the world lend you his might. When your own strength fails you, trust in the Nine.
Zenithar grants you good fortune. May you always endeavor to become the master of your craft.
Kinnereth grants you the swiftness of the wild.
I like how the Redguard voice wasn't, like, ghostly, you know?
The Great Mother endures. Mara grants you her endurance. When all...
Oops. I didn't mean to cut that off.
All that lives will die, and all that is dead will live again. Arche grants you the will to reverse the cycle.
Stendarr grants you the gift of legerity. Always be swift to protect and swift to forgive.
Julianus blesses you with his wisdom and his guidance. Trust in your knowledge, for it is the whole of who you are.
Crusader's arm. I have a holy aura. Umaril's Bane.
Lord Crusader, how can this be? You're alive. It's a miracle. I heard voices in the Undercroft, and I came to investigate.
Yeah.
You vanished in Garlus Malatar. After the battle, we searched further into the ruin and found you next to Umaril's corpse. You had no wounds on your body, but you were dead. I saw it with my own eyes. You did not draw breath. We laid you to rest in the Undercroft. We kept your death a secret. We feared what would happen if our enemies thought you were dead.
Even death cannot stop a crusader. Or the wonders of the Nine are many.
Indeed, they are. We knew you had succeeded in destroying Umaril's physical form, but it seemed that you had met the same fate as Pelennor Whitestrike. Tell me, was Umaril destroyed?
I have severed his very soul.
Then he is destroyed. We've won, and you're alive. I have to tell the others.
I have to tell the others as he takes off at full speed.
Sergius Terrianus, at your service. Thedret and I go way back, and he said there was need of a blacksmith here. It'd be an honor to provide what service I can. So, you need anything repaired, you come see me.
Sure.
I would gladly let you invest in my shop.
Oh.
The extra coin will allow me to purchase more goods from adventurers, such as yourself.
There you go.
Everyone's talking about the victory over Mehrunes Dagon. Let me take a look at what... Goodbye.
Knights of the Nine, hear me. Today we have witnessed undeniable proof of the strength and the might of the gods we serve. Slain in battle with the dread Umaril, by the grace and mercy of the Nine, the Crusader lives again. How can this be, you ask? What of our foe? What has become of Umaril the Unfeathered? Umaril has been slain by the Crusader. His very spirit cast into the void and destroyed for all eternity. He will never rise again.
Never again.
Let us give thanks to the Nine. By their power, the Crusader has rid the world of Umaril forever. Hail the Lord Crusader!
Hail the power of the Lord Crusader is arisen!
Commander.
Hail, Commander.
Commander.
What is it, Lord Crusader? The Knights of the Nine have prevailed over Umaril. Truly, the gods have shown us favor. He will trouble us no more, thanks to you. It is an honor. You have done what Pelennor Whitestrake himself could not. The Order lives once...
Okay. Let's like...
Take care. Yes,
Look, we got-
Commander?
I am at your service, Commander.
Oh, just random Knight of the Nine.
You too.
Now they can come with us. Sir Guckmere,
I am
Sir
at your
Brown.
service. Be seeing you.
Be seeing you.
Hail, Lord Crusader.
I already received my blessing. Well, there we go, friends. The Knights of the Nine. We are the Crusader. And have defeated Umaril and restored the Order of the Nine. Feels good. I like that questline. It's a nice, almost like classic knight story, you know? Ew. We pop these back on. Be faster to say the 9 knights. That doesn't make any sense. It's because they're the knights of the 9, like the 9 gods. Do 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 do. Magica, intelligence, Giuliano's blessing. Like the 9 knights is in their knights for the 9 gods. I see what you're saying. I gotta read that. Rudy Giuliani's blessing. That's full here. Do 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 do. Feather and fortitude. Toss that away. I think that means we are now complete with all main quest lines that are not including the Shivering Isles. I think everything else left is our like miscellaneous quests, you know, from people and cities. And then we just have to do Shivering Isles. The knights. That'd be good too.
You wear the shadows well, fellow thief.
Thanks.
They say that Akatosh appeared and killed Mehrunes Dagon right in the middle of the Temple of the One. Do you believe it?
No.
Shadow hide you.
Well, alright, gang. This is a good time to end here. We've defeated the knights, or we've restored the Knights of the Nine and defeated Umaril. And now it is time to rest. Thank you guys very, very much for hanging out and watching. Shout out to Dragon Slayer II for the follow earlier today. High five, my friend. And yeah, thank you guys very, very much. Here's the schedule.
Bye-bye.
Next stream is in about 8 hours from now. Be about 8 hours. So I'll hope to see you guys back here then at that time. Take care and have a good one, everybody. I'll catch you later.
Live long and prosper.